What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over a topic that's pretty important when you're looking to buy a house. The difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. So let's get started. So first, let's start off with pre-qualification. So a pre-qualification is like the initial step. What you want to do is you want to talk to a lender, and basically what it is just a simple assessment of your financial situation. You're going to provide the lender, your estimated income, your debts, your assets, and they're going to give you a rough estimate of what you might be able to afford. Now, it's important to note that with a pre-qualification, this is basically on the honor system. This is what you are providing, the information that you are providing for or providing to the lender for this qualification. So they're going to give you an estimate based off of what you tell them. So it's very important if you're trying to get the most accurate assessment, it's important to give them as accurate information as you can. So here's a few things that you need to understand about a pre-qualification. A pre-qualification is not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get approved for the mortgage. It's simply just a rough estimate that the lender will provide to you based off the information that you provide to them. Two, there's no credit checks. So in most cases, a pre-qualification, they're not going to pull your credit. There's not going to be a hard credit pull. So it won't affect your credit score. Three, it'll help you set a budget. Knowing how much you may be able to afford can help set realistic expectations when searching for a home. And three, it'll help speed up the application process. It'll help streamline once you do go through the application and you find a house. Now, a pre-approval, on the other hand, is a bit more in-depth process. To get pre-approved, you'll have to submit an official mortgage application along with some supporting documents such as bank statements, pay stubs, tax returns, and your lender will do a more in-depth credit check. So here are some advantages to getting pre-approved. One of them is going to be knowing your budget. So when you get pre-approved, it helps you understand your budget so you can narrow down your home search to properties that you can afford. Another thing is a competitive advantage. So sellers often prefer buyers who are already pre-approved because it shows that you're more serious and that you are financially capable of completing that purchase. And lastly, faster closing. So because most all the paperwork has already been done during the pre-approval, the final mortgage approval process may be quicker. So here are three key differences between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. So accuracy. Pre-qualification is based off of information that you provide to the lender, so it's going to be less accurate than a pre-approval, where a pre-approval involves more in-depth review of your finances. Strength of the offer. So a pre-approval letter is a stronger signal to the seller that you're a serious buyer because you've already started that mortgage process. And lastly, timing. So a pre-qualification can usually be done pretty quick, online or over the phone, where a pre-approval can take a little bit longer because it requires more documentation and verification. Pre-qualification and pre-approval are two very important steps in the home buying process, but they serve different purposes. A pre-qualification is just a rough estimate, while a pre-approval is a more formal process that really shows the seller that you're an interested buyer. It's good to get pre-qualified early on to help you understand your budget. Then move on to a pre-approval when you're really ready to start house hunting.